Kia ora, aloha, welcome everyone to April's reading with Chris. Guys, for this month we are going to change it all around again because I love working in the realm of change, because ideally or philosophically or in reality that is exactly what most of us are experiencing all the time, every day, and we're becoming very aware of the change in our lives. This month for April we're going to be working with all these beautiful oracle cards that you see in front of me, and we will use them as the tarot scope, if you like. So it's going to be an oral scope for the month. Now the reason I decided to do this for April is we are very, very close to the energies of the Easter period, and I've talked a little bit before about the effects of Christmas and Easter on the planet. Now of course that is from my Western perspective, if you like. I'm also aware of the other vast or large religions on the planet that have great compassionate energies that are also passed across the planet during their times of particular celebration. But because I perhaps connect a little bit more with the energies of the Christed white light, that is the reference I'm referring to for the readings. Now, we talk about this sort of at these particular two times of Christmas and Easter. There is an increased energetic plane around the planet, and it can be tapped into by all of us at a much easier frequency. And it's this gift of light and love that pervades the energies and allows us to interconnect with it a little bit more at these particular times, because the ascended masters come down. There's a portal of opening that's easier for us to access. Now there are many of ascended masters that have been either here on earth throughout an earth lifetime, or who are vibrational energies that we can pick up on. These are the people, or the energies rather, that you should be able to tune into at these particular times of the year. And if you have any needs or any worries or fears or any projects that you want help with, this is the time to really align with these energies and utilize them for the best. Now the whole planet can benefit by these pivotal points in time, these paradoxes of energy that we can't see or feel but we know exist. Some of these seven masters, I'll give you some examples of names of them. Of course we know a couple fairly well. There's Jesus, there's Buddha. Then there are the angelic realms such as Gabriel, Michael, Uriel, Raphael. Then we have other ascended masters such as Mary Magdalene. We have John the Baptist. We have Shiva. We have Ra. We have Portia, Pele. We have Osiris. We have Michael, who's a very favourite one, of course. Lakshmi, Lady Nada, Jophiel, Isis, Helios, Faith, Fortuna, Confucius, and the list goes on and on. So right around this time there are so many beautiful energies that you can really engage with to help raise your vibration. So consequently our readings are going to be as follows. So welcome to your April reading with me. Sit back, relax, and pick up some of these beautiful vibes that are coming your way. Kia ora. Welcome, Scorpio, to your April reading with me. You guys have obviously seen the format and the layout of the cards, so we will progress through to the shuffling and the dealing of them. Because you guys roughly represent the 11th month down, I'm going to be selecting the 11th card. So you'll just have to bear with me while we work through the 11 of each one. So I'm not even going to turn them over because I'm going to leave them as sort of a surprise until we get to each one. So let's see. They're all lovely to look at, the backs of them anyhow. They all have sort of energies that they give off. So you can just sit there and enjoy them while we go through this process. Okay. I have some music in the background playing. It's on Spotify. And I think our broadband here in New Zealand is not the best, so sometimes it just cuts out and stops, and that's just the nature of it. Last card, the Chakra Balancing Energy card, which will be like your overall energy for the month. Taking the time to just wait while the cards are being dealt and shuffled like that just enables you to sort of focus in on the reading and get into the feeling of your reading for April. Let's have a look at the first card, the Goddess card, Abundianta, prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. What a beautiful card that is. And of course, it's a great way to start the month of April with that type of energy. We see abundance can come in many forms, not just money. It comes in many different forms of prosperity. So we have financial abundance, which a lot of us really desire or would love to have come into our lives for various reasons, either to stabilize our own current financial affairs, to be able to increase our wealth base, or to move forward with new ideas and projects. The other areas that abundance can come into your life is positivity, love, harmony, good health, friendships, travel, anything. If you focus on it and manifest it and desire it and grab that opportunity of open window, abundance can come into your life. So it's sort of saying, when the card is here for you at this present point in time, the universe is pouring its abundance out to you. Be open to receiving. There's so many variety of opportunities that this may be around at that very beginning of April. So nice one to start your reading with, Scorpio. Really beautiful positive energy. Abundance in any positive form is always what we are seeking to find. Love the colours of the card too, that beautiful kind of gold and pinkish colour as well. Let's move into this one and see what you've got for this card. Cut your cords. This is for Michael's energy. He is suggesting that to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you from destructive patterns. So this is a nice time to be able to meditate on this and to ask for your support system, like your spirit guides, angelic helpers, archangels, or guardian angels, and yourself, your higher self, to help assist in cutting negativity from your life and focusing more on the positives. If any of you have been through any relationships at any time that have been draining or negative, or had an impact that has created negativity either within your own personal self-emotions, along the lines of like fear or jealousy or anger, resentment, abandonment, frustration, any of those, this is the time to look at cutting that out of your life and moving on into a more positive light. So if you want to look at this cutting your cords energy, it's coming to you, enabling you to move into a positive position. And I think the Abundiata, given that she's actually pouring all her abundance into this direction next to this cut your cords, possibly that's also an area of abundance in your life, the ability to cut free of any past negativity or worries or fears that might have been around you. So again, if you utilize the energies in the universe and you sort of pull on them and focus on them, put them towards your most desired outcome or direction you want to be in life, this is when all of these workings and energies and support systems and help can come into play to create these things that you actually do desire. So nice message again, guys. I love the way too this sort of bright white sword of Michael's is heading straight up to this conglomeration of white crystals at the back of the cards as well. Let's have a look at the third card, opportunity to forgive. And she is heading in towards there as well. So this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Wow. These readings this month are sort of really connected. They're giving off a lot of beautiful synchronistic double messages within the readings. And I think when that occurs, it's a great opportunity for you to really take the time and focus on it and see in your life how it can actually be brought to fruition and you can benefit and move on from them. So going back to what the card says, it says, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. And again, forgiving is part of forgiving ourselves as well, because when we hold on to any of what I mentioned over here earlier, like negativity or anger or jealousy or frustration, we're actually holding that in our own soul's being. So you walking around with all that negative energy, and that's what you give off, and that's how you feel about life. So if you're walking around going, you know, God, I'm so angry, or I'm annoyed at this, and I'm frustrated at that, and I'm jealous or envious of this, what do you think you will attract into your life? You will just attract more and more and more of that energy that you hold. So by allowing forgiveness into the situations that may be creating these feelings, you let everything drop off and move away. It's like letting go of a balloon into the sky that has all of the horrible angst and negative feelings that you've been carrying around, or that, you know, have been transmitted towards you. You let all those energies go up into the sky, and you're releasing them from your journey, from your life, from your soul's energy. And so therefore, when you release all of that, it's all about there's space then to enable all the wonderful energies to come in, such as the joy, the love, the happiness, the harmony, the peacefulness, the contentment, the bliss, the euphoria, the ecstasy. It's all of those wonderful energies that come in when you've got the space to allow it in, and you get that by forgiving and forgetting and moving on. You know, there's a saying, there is no future in the past, and so you let it go. And I think that's a wonderful thing about learning how to forgive and move on. We come to this last card here for you guys, and we see Sandalphon Planetary Cycles. That's quite a neat card to get, given that we have just moved through the 2 eclipses. And I think for Scorpio, you've had a particularly arduous planetary lineup for the last few years. So I think maybe things are starting to move into a more positive mode for you guys as well. And like everything, as the planets make their shifts through the solar system and affect us on our journeys, every degree that they move into and every type of energy that they push towards us affects us one way or another. So it's something in here is quite big about a new cycle coming for you. And we look at this as being planetary cycles, but we also think about own life cycles. So real indicators of newness and change and growth and awareness, and perhaps at that real galactic energetic level. So possibly quite profound big energy waves coming in for you guys, perhaps quite profound change coming into your life. You may suddenly wake up and just get the kapow effect of going, oh my God, now I can actually see what it is I'm meant to be doing, or where I'm meant to be going, or who I want to be. So it's like an evolution in your life cycle of your journey. It's really powerful and it's really big. I like both of these cards a lot in your reading, the prosperity and the planetary life cycles and all that encompasses, change and excitement and moving forward. So it's quite a broad spectrum reading. You've got kind of personal things going on here in the middle, and yet you've got this broader capacity within the reading as well. Let's turn over this final card and see what it is. Sexuality, openness, sharing, beauty and honour. So let's have a little look and see what the book is going to tell you about this sexuality. That comes to us through the sacral chakra plexus, which is towards the bottom end of our bodies, around our hip type area. It's often, the sacral chakra is often known as the sexual centre of the body. So let's have a look and see what we are going to tell you. Embrace the creative fire of your being. Honour the sacred power, openness and beauty of genuine sensual connection. Light pours into a warm bedroom as two lovers meet in affectionate embrace. They are close and open, connected, honest and alive in their union. It is daylight and there is nothing to hide. Their hands caress and support each other. Their breathing and movement is unified. Harvesting and sharing the sacred power of their inner fires in this moment, they are one. It is time to express and experience your passions and desires, to honour the power of your sexual energy as a sacred creative life force, not only in your union with another, but also in your own life. On a surface level, this card is an invitation to become aware of and communicate your sexual values, needs and wants with your partner, or with others, or yourself, and to talk about what you enjoy. Open the pathway to move beyond fears or restrictions. And with this card in the background, to cut your cords, seems to be resonating quite closely with this as well. So move beyond fears, which is what we talked about before. And it says here, open the pathway to move beyond fears or restrictions that you each may carry from the past. Honour your true feelings about sex and sexuality. On a deeper level, it is time to raise your awareness of the divine aspects of your own sexual energy. To acknowledge yourself as a sexual being, not as popular culture perceives it, but as a pure expression of a creative life force in all aspects of your being. It is time to become more comfortable with the unique essence of your physical form, who you are, your colouring and textures, the way you dress, your fragrance and body language. Expand your daily expression of your own inner fire and sexuality. Seek to recognise and feel this divine energy in your intimate partner as well as yourself. Acknowledge the beauty in the meeting together of two souls. Feel the energy exchange. Allow the pure love and pleasure of giving and receiving to envelop you and move through you. Allow yourself to be fully present in that sacred space. Expressing your sexual essence can be innocent and intense, playful and fulfilling, joyfully creating and deeply sacred. Honour the sacred power of your sexual energy in life. I think there is a message in there too. There's a couple of messages that come through. So some of you may come across a new sexual partner in the month of April that might be quite a very deep and pleasurable connection, and this may even be a past life connection for some of you. So others who are already in committed intimate relationships with people, there could be something in this cut your cords card that is might be some sort of like therapy the two of you could sort of embark on together. Is there something that's either kept you at a distance from each other through either one of you having some sort of pain associated with relationships in the past where you've been hurt, or you've been, you know, abused to a degree or not trusted, and that this has put your boundaries up? So maybe it's a time to bring closer communion together in the relationships that you do have, your close intimate relationships, and this might be a time where you can engage on that and open up to each other and find a much deeper and more fuller satisfaction within the relationship. So those were just some extra messages that came my way there for you guys. So there we are, Scorpio. You do have an intense sort of physical attraction on the earth plane anyhow, so you often are kind of denoted as a fairly sexually attractive zodiac energy. So this reading feels quite Scorpio-ish in its bits and pieces that are going on in the background as well. So I wish you much enjoyment and intimacy for yourselves in the month of April, and connection with your partners, and freeing up of any fears, worries or anxieties. Thanks for listening, guys, for subbing, liking and leaving your comments. I appreciate them all and I love doing this for you. Ka kite anoa, much aroha, namaste.